Now, you say this is where the body was found?
Yes, they drew an outline in chalk to show the position of the body.
Apparently, it fell on his face, and he was hit from behind with this poker.
Well, I guess that's the rack over there where the poker belongs.
Yeah, that's right. Well, since the lights were on in this room this morning when Miss Frothingham came in, apparently the killer was hiding. Otherwise, the butler wouldn't have been caught unawares. Must have been tampering with this strong box when he heard somebody coming.
Yeah. He was evidently hiding behind this chair. And when the butler came in, he hit him over the head with this poker.
I guess that's right.
Oh, Miss Frothingham said there were no other servants in the house, so it couldn't have been an inside job.
It was a crime of violence, but unpremeditated.
Yeah, well, whoever it was knew his way around.
Yes. Oh, Sam, will you ask Miss Frothingham to come in? I want to ask her a few questions.
Yeah, sure.
This is terrible, simply terrible. Poor Albert. He was such a fine butler. He'd been with my brother almost 16 years.
Yeah, but what about the jewels?
Oh, well, my brother had those insured, so we don't have to worry about anything there.
Except for the insurance company.
Yes, I guess you're right, but poor Albert. What's that big chalk mark? Why, I do believe it looks like the outline of a man's body.
Yes, the medical examiner had it put there before they took Albert away for an autopsy.
Oh, how dreadful. How simply dreadful. Won't that ruin the rug?
No, we'll remove it later.
Oh.
In examining the strong box, I noticed it wasn't forced open in any way. The key is still in the lock.
Where in the world did that come from? Well, there are only two people that have keys to that strong box. My brother, who's in Chicago on business, and myself.
Well, that simplifies matters. Now we've got no clues at all.
Yes, this does make it a bit difficult. Well, did he have any servants before?
Yes, he did have a gardener and a cook who took care of the house for him.
Well, what about them?
Well, you see, the gardener drank too much, and the cook was always fighting with him.
Well, how long have they been gone?
He discharged them about 2 months ago.
Well, that could be a lead. What's their names and addresses?
Oh, I wouldn't worry about them if I were you.
And why not?
Well, you see, my brother had the lock changed on the strong box a couple of days after they left. As a precaution, you see.
Well, that was very wise of him.
Yeah, that eliminates them.
Yes. Well, Miss Frothingham, I wonder if you'd mind coming down to headquarters with us, just for the purpose of identifying some pictures.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't. I have a very important appointment in about 15 minutes, and I mustn't be late.
Oh, can't you cancel the appointment?
No, I can't. I simply can't. I must be there.
Now, don't you think the murder of your brother's butler and the theft of his jewels is more important than your appointment?
I think that's a matter for me to decide. You'll excuse me.
Well, Sam, that's rather odd, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Miss Frothingham has such a mysterious appointment, she can't put it off. Well, Sam, I'm going to have a little assignment for you.
Assignment? What?
Well, you and I are going to leave this house right now.
Yeah.
But you're going to keep an eye on Miss Frothingham, see where she goes, and find out why her appointment was so mysterious.
Oh, where you going to be?
Well, I'll be back at headquarters. I'll wait for you there.
Oh, I should be able to check in about an hour. If I don't call in an hour and a half, then you can start to worry.
You summoned me, Swami?
Yes, Fundo. I can get no message from Shiri. She does not answer me. I know not what to do.
What are your instructions, Swami?
In a few moments, Fundo, Miss Frothingham will arrive for her seance. I must erase from her mind every memory she has of me.
Then, Master, what concerns thee?
Yesterday, when I communicated with Shiri, she told me that no matter what occurred, I must leave this building before the clock strikes 4.
Then, Master, you want me to put everything together in order that we may leave as Shiri advises?
I have never gone against the advice of Shiri, but I had already made plans for the sale of the Frothingham jewels.
Yes, Swami.
A man by the name of Pickett said he would be here this afternoon with cash to buy them from me.
Yes, Swami. The clock strikes noon, Master.
And at noon, Miss Frothingham arrives. I have so instructed her that she is never late.
Ah, Miss Frothingham, come in.
Cherie, I feel that Miss Frothingham has entered the room. What message, what instructions have you for her? Oh, Cherie, what instructions? Yes, Cherie. Yes. Thank you, Cherie. Miss Frothingham, Cherie has given me a message for you.
Oh, Swami, I don't know what to do. I'm in such grave trouble.
Fear not. All will be well.
Last night, my brother's butler was murdered and all the jewels were stolen.
Don't you worry. Fear not at all. Cherie is watching over you, and I, Swami Elwaya, will help you. Come, look into the crystal ball. Sit down. Now look deep into the crystal ball, and you will see Cherie.
Thank you, Swami.
Now, relax. Relax. Now, close your eyes. Close your eyes. That's better. Now, you are asleep. And all the fear and power of Cherie is pouring through your veins. Now, Miss Frothingham, open your eyes. You will forget that you ever met Swami Elwaya.
It shall be as you order it, Swami.
You will forget that you ever met me at Mrs. Eaton's house. You will forget that you gave me the keys to your brother's strongbox. You will forget everything. You will completely erase from your mind my address. The fact that you came here this afternoon. You will forget everything. Do you understand?
Swami, it shall be as you order it.
Miss Frothingham, you are completely relaxed. And when I order you to come out of your trance, you will feel more refreshed than you have ever felt in all your whole life. Rise, Miss Frothingham, rise. You will come with me. When I clap my hands 3 times, you will awaken out of your trance and remember nothing. You will remember no part of this, and you will go straight home. Fondo will see you to the door. Get up on your feet. Come on, get up. Who are you? What are you doing here?
Huh? Well, I was walking down the street, see? And I come to this freer's end, so I says to myself, now there's a deal that
I beg your pardon. What did you say?
Oh, you're a foreigner. You don't understand English, huh? I'm walking down the street. So I come to the freezer's end, so I says to myself, now there's the deals I'm going
Just
to
a
be.
minute. Is that what you call double talk, isn't it?
Huh?
Double talk.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Shall I put the sharp edge of a blade close to his throat?
No, Fundo, I have another idea. Sit down in that chair.
I will not.
Sit down. Now gaze into the crystal ball, and you will see Cherie.
Huh, you ain't going to hypnotize me.
I don't know what you're talking about. Don't you want to converse with Cherie?
All right, get him up.
Murphy, I can't understand it. Here it is 1 o'clock, and I haven't heard from Sam. Something must be wrong.
Oh, now don't tell me you're worried about Sam Catchem, Mr. Tracy.
Murphy, no matter what happens, Sam never takes an hour and a half when he's supposed to check in within an hour.
Well, didn't you say that he said something about start worrying in an hour and a half?
Well, at the time, I thought he was only joking.
Well, maybe he was at the time. Now, don't you worry, Mr. Tracy. Sam Catchem will be all right.
Well, it never hurts to be certain, Murphy.
Well, you're right there, Mr. Tracy. You're always very careful.
Last time I heard from Sam, he was trailing Miss Frothingham. I think the best thing I can do is talk with her and see where she's been. Now, if Sam calls in, have him check with me there. And in the meantime, you better take charge here.
That I will, Mr. Tracy. Gladly, sir. And when Patrick Francis Xavier Murphy takes charge of something, you can be sure everything's going to be all right.
Okay, Murphy, thanks.
Come in, Mr. Tracy. Won't you sit down?
Thanks.
Can I help you?
Well, yes. First of all, I'd like to know what time you got here.
Oh, about 1:15.
About 1:15.
Yes.
Well, where were you up until then?
I was, let me see, I was, well, Mr. Tracy, I don't believe I remember where I was.
Are you certain?
I don't remember a thing that happened before I walked in that door just now.
Well, now, Miss Frothingham, let's take it the other way around, huh? 2 hours ago, you were in a tremendous hurry to leave here to keep a mysterious appointment.
I had an appointment?
Yes, don't you remember?
No.
Well, you do remember leaving here, don't you?
Yes.
Well, let's reconstruct the sequence of events after you left here.
Now, let me see. After Mr. Sam Catchem and you left here, I took my hat and purse, went out the door, went outside and called a taxi cab.
Well, now we're getting somewhere. Go on.
I called the taxi, got in and said, would you please take me to...
Yes, yes.
I remember distinctly getting in the taxi and saying, would you please take me to... What? Mr. Tracy, what's the matter? What can have happened?
I wish I knew. Can't you try to tell me more?
I'm really trying, Mr. Tracy. I honestly am. Well, such a thing as this never happened to me before in my life.
Well, now, in this city, every taxicab driver must keep a chart of all the trips he's made. Now, if you could give me a description of the cab driver, maybe we could pick him up and check on your journey.
It wasn't a him. It was a her.
What do you mean?
The cab driver was a woman. I remember when I left the house, walking down, calling a taxi. When the taxi drove up, I saw that it was a woman, a tall woman. I remember that distinctly.
Well, now we really have something. Thank you. And if you'll just stay here for the next couple of hours, and in case you leave, call me at headquarters. We may have to check with you right away.
I'll be glad to, Mr. Tracy.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Miss Frothingham. It's 2 o'clock and I have to go.
Now, Mr. Catchem, it is almost 2 o'clock. On the 4th stroke of 4, the electrical mechanism attached to the clock will set off that box of dynamite I have placed beneath your chair. It will not only blow you up and, of course, kill you, but it will destroy this entire building so that there will be no evidence left of Swami Del Huella. And in case something should happen in the meantime, I'll leave this switch up.
Mrs. Miller is here for her seance.
This is no time to bother me about that. Tell her and anybody who may come along that Swami is busy, to come back tomorrow.
As you command, Swami.
Time is passing rapidly, Mr. Ketchum. In a few short moments, the clock will strike 2. I want you to become very familiar with these chimes, because when it strikes the 4th note in succession, you will be no more.
Oh, well, Mr. Tracy, took you quite a while, didn't it, sir?
Yeah, sorry, Murphy. Any calls?
No, not a thing, sir. Just a few routine things. I told them you weren't here, and they just passed them on to someone else.
Didn't Sam phone in?
No, sir, Sam didn't call at all. What's the matter? Didn't you find him?
I can't understand what's happened. I have one very weak clue. A set of mysterious circumstances surrounding his disappearance.
Well, say, no, that doesn't sound very good, does it, Mr. Tracy?
No, it doesn't. Robinson, Tracy, I want all your available men to go out to the various offices of the taxicab companies and check their records. Yes. Now, this is what must be done. A woman was picked up today around 12 o'clock at the corner of Morris Street and Mildred Place. Yes, in a taxicab. That's right. Now, what I want you to do is to check against any cabs that might have been there in that vicinity at the approximate time. All right? And also, here's another clue that is a little bit easier. The taxicab driver was a woman, and a very tall one. Right. Now, hurry, because this might mean Sam Ketchum's life.
Fondo, here are some more items we'll keep. Maybe we'll use later. 1, 2, 3. Yes, Mr. Ketchum, just 3 times. The next time that clock starts striking the hour, it will measure the seconds left in your life. Is that not so, Fondo?
Swami Elwaya is always right.
You know, I cannot understand it. I cannot understand not being able to contact Cherie, get a message to her or from her.
Swami, why not try once more?
Let me have my crystal ball.
As you command, Swami.
Cherie, speak to me. Something must be wrong. I seem to have lost my power. Wait a minute. Maybe I haven't. Sam Ketchum, look at me. Look at me. Fondo, cause him to stop turning his head.
Yes, Swami.
Sam Ketchum, look into this crystal ball. Bend his head down. Look into this crystal ball. Relax. You cannot resist me, Sam Ketchum. You are under my power. Close your eyes. Open your eyes. You cannot move. You're under my power. Remove your hands.
Yes, Swami.
Sam Ketchum, you will do as I say. You won't make a move. You won't make a motion. Won't have a thought until I so direct you. Release this man's bonds.
Is it safe, Swami?
Of course, release them. Now the gag. Sam Ketchum, you can hear me. Remember, up until 4 o'clock, you're in my power. On the 4th stroke of 4, you will be free. But your mind will be able to function while you're listening to me. You know that at 4 o'clock, the explosive under your chair will go off, and you will be killed. Your mind knows that you are not tied down by ropes. Your mind knows that I am saying, but you cannot talk. You cannot move.
Come in.
Are you Dick Tracy?
Oh, yes. May I ask what your name is, please?
My name is Akers O'Reilly. I'm a cab driver, and I was sent here because there was something you wanted to check on my records.
Oh, yes. Are you the cab driver who picked up a woman around 12 o'clock today at the corner of Moore Street and Mildred Place?
That's right, I am.
You have that on your chart, do you?
Oh, yes, it's regulation that we keep a record of all these things.
Oh, I see. Well, may I ask to what address you took this woman?
1309 Bartlett Place.
1309 Bartlett Place. Well, thank you very much, Akers O'Reilly. You've been a big help.
You're very welcome.
Hello, Gillis. I understand that Sam Catchum is at 1309 Bartlett Place. That's right, 1309 Bartlett Place. Now, I'm going right over there. If I don't report in by 4 o'clock, I want you to take some SWAT cars and surround whatever building may be at that address. And make a thorough search until you find me. You got it? Okay. Yes, that's right.
Sam Catchum, you cannot move. And it is almost 4 o'clock. You will soon die. The charge is set, and the chimes will soon start. Fondo, let us go.
Well, it looks like you fellas are in a hurry.
Just a minute, sir. Who are you?
I'm Dick Tracy. I'd like to have a little talk with you. Would you mind getting back in the office?
Fondo, take care of Dick Tracy.
Neither one of you move.
Now, look, I've got to catch a plane. It's almost 4 o'clock. If we've got to talk about something, let's do it outside. Let's get out of the building right now.
Don't move or I'll shoot.
Please, don't shoot me. It's almost 4 o'clock. Let's get outside.
What do you mean, don't shoot, shoot? It's almost 4 o'clock. You get back into that office.
But, sir.
Come on, you heard me. Back in there. All right, come on. Get back in there.
Sir, let's get out of here.
Come on, get over there. Sam, what is it? Speak to me. Sam,
Sir,
what's the matter?
Sir, let's get out of here. At 4 o'clock he dies if we don't go too.
Sam, what's wrong? Sam!
Tracy! Oh, Tracy. At the 4th chime of that clock, a box of dynamite under my chair was set to go off. You just broke the contact.
Oh. Sam, what's wrong? What is it?
Well, Swami had me hypnotized. But all the time, I knew I was going to die at 4 o'clock, even though I couldn't move.
Well, how is it you move now if you couldn't move before?
Oh, Swami was so sure of himself that he said at the stroke of 4, I'd be free from his influence.
Now, come on, Sam. You've been sitting in that chair long enough. Relax you. Let's go.
Relaxing?
We've got to take this man down to headquarters. We've got another dead one outside.
Oh, Mr. Tracy, that will be a pleasure.